Asana is not just morning and evening. Asana is supposed to be throughout the day. Because as long as I have the body, my body has only one dharma. My body has only one duty to perform, and that is posture. That is posture. So I need to discern my postural alignment all the time, moment by moment. Because there are certain postures that are psychophysiologically beneficial, and then there are some they are not. There are certain postures that are psychophysiologically beneficial. If you sit upright, it improves not only your physiological condition, but at the same time the clarity of mind. So psychophysiologically they are beneficial. But then there are some postures that are psychophysiologically not good. Maybe you have seen the matches, especially like soccer and all those things. So sometimes when like one team leads the match 4-0, so maybe we have heard that commentator says it looks like this particular team has already lost the game. Why? Because the chin is down, head down, shoulders down. So posture not just affects the physiology, but at the same time psychology. Once we had the digestion, now it's the job of circulation. That means after digestion, we're going to have the nutrients, and now it's time for our circulatory system to take over and take these nutrients to each and every corner of our body. So circulation, again, I would say two things. This is our transportation. It takes the nutrients from digestive system to all over the body, and at the same time brings the metabolic waste from the cell back to those places from where we can excrete those things out. So circulation, as I've said, two things. First, I would say nourishment. So it leads to the cellular nourishment because it brings the nutrients all over the body, and at the same time it helps excretion. So excretion of metabolic waste. So there are two things under circulation. One, it takes the nutrients from digestive process all the way to each and every corner of the body, and at the same time takes the metabolic waste from that place to the excretory mechanism so we can release it outside. Again, I would say the same thing. I would ask the same thing. This transportation of nutrient towards the cell and removal of metabolic waste from the cell, is it voluntary or involuntary? Involuntary. Do we need to think about it? Do we need to instruct our circulatory system? No. That means again, it goes straight away under the control of autonomic nervous system. Now to have proper circulation, do we need sympathetic activation or parasympathetic activation? Parasympathetic activation. Why? Because anytime I activate the sympathetic side of my autonomic nervous system, something happens. Something happens. Here comes a hormone. We went on discussing about it. With any time I have sympathetic activation, one thing is common, and that is, so anytime I go for the sympathetic activation, they say this is a HPA axis. So anytime we talk about sympathetic activation, that means HPA axis, in which H stands for hypothalamus, P stands for pituitary gland, and A stands for adrenal gland. So HPA axis means here comes an axis which becomes active with sympathetic activation, that hypothalamus gets agitated. Now what is the role of hypothalamus in our physiology? Have you heard about hypothalamus? Hypothalamus is the part of limbic system. I think in the first week we went on discussing the three major levels of brain. So the first one was brainstem, the lower one, and then the second one was limbic system, and then on top there was cortex. So limbic system, this is the part of our limbic system We said that time limbic system is all about emotions and memories. But there is one more thing we can add to the characteristic of limbic system, and hypothalamus is all about homeostasis. So that means all the physiological conditions required for me to be healthy and alive, they are under the regulation of hypothalamus.